The political system in this country continues to be a massive gravy train for many of our politicians, especially the pro-green net zero socialists. Welcome back to the show. Let's go back to Scotland. This time, let's not talk about the SNP. Let's talk about their partners, the Scottish Green Party. Specifically, let's talk about the Green Minister, Lorna Slater. Lorna Slater, who is an extremely pro-net zero minister, she's a real-life grown-up politician, allegedly, who wants you to change your lifestyle to pay more expensive energy bills and struggle to even be able to travel because you shouldn't be able to have a car or fly, go on holiday. She was on an official governmental visit or something to the Isle of Rum. Lovely island. She was going to go to Rum, and there are state-owned boats and ferries. Don't get me started with the ferry fiasco in Scotland. That's a mess. So CalMac, which is one of the companies that provide your trip to the Isle of Rum, for example, the cost of the trip is only £9.40. But Lorna Slater, the Green Minister, said, I don't really want to go on this boat with all the plebs and commoners. Let's just get a private boat and put it on and add it to the taxpayers' bill. Because gravy train, why not? So the CalMac boat was completely abandoned, and Lorna decided to snub this £9.40 trip for a private boat costing hundreds of pounds. Who paid for this? Oh yeah, the taxpayer, obviously. And she seems quite proud of it. We have some images for you guys. We got some pictures of Lorna and her people on this boat, private boat, loving life, lovely weather, nice sunny, shiny hair and everything. And when she got off the boat, she was asked certain questions by some journalists, I believe, from the Scottish Sun, but she refused to answer any of these very, very simple questions.
How was your visit to Rum today, Miss Slater? Why did you choose to take a private charter over a public ferry? Isn't rent a vote contradictory to your green ideals? Is the Scottish Government's CalMac service not good enough for you?
Yeah, is CalMac not good enough for you? Considering you guys have been nationalising and subsidising the whole thing, why not use it? And it's cheaper, £9.40. Why not? Oh, you want some luxury, don't you, to go to an island? So, we discovered that the Scottish Government are now refusing to publish the costs of this trip because it's none of our business, apparently. And we should just shut up about it. Brilliant, right? Yeah. Now, the Conservative member of Scottish Parliament, Donald Cameron, said, Lorna Slater's hypocrisy and lack of self-awareness is breathtaking. The Greens are forever lecturing the public on the need to use public transport, yet she's happy for the Scottish Government to charter a private boat to take her to and from Rum. Her excuse for doing so, that essentially the CalMac timetable doesn't suit, will go down like a lead balloon with Scotland island communities. That's a good point, actually. Those who rely on lifeline ferry services don't have the luxury of hiring a private boat to travel. Instead, they are dependent on an aging and unreliable CalMac fleet that they've been lumbered with due to the scandalous incompetence of the government Lorna Slater is at the centre of. But are they going to listen? Are they going to try their best not to be exposed? If you're going to do something dodgy, just don't get caught. It's a little bit embarrassing on all of us. And it's also important to mention that the focus has been mostly on the SNP in recent times. So just like how we've actually started talking about Plaid Cymru and their scandals, it's also important to talk about the Scottish Green Party in Scotland, because there are other smaller parties who have direct effect on policy making in this country. They might not be as glamorous and huge like the Labour Party or the Tory Party, but they are still making huge decisions. whether on a local level or national level. So we are going to be here to hold them to account. Let's not forget, in half an hour, we're going to come to you guys with a live show, our first episode of our Sunday live stream at 9 p.m. We're going to be here with you guys for an hour, answering questions and giving you guys the news roundup of the week. I'm Mahyar Tousi, and we are the media.